Let's throw him in a well. Quick curse.
That's like a commercial. Please,
Okay.
we curse. We're doing a drug podcast where we make fun of the Bible.
Yeah.
Why would we draw the line at cusses? Skateboarding is a crime.
Not what is it?
So-
Not an Olympic sport.
So it's an anti-skateboard in the Olympics shirt?
I want to say, I think it may have been real, or it's like based on something that was real. Because that's when people were protesting.
I didn't realize
You know, the world
like
was a little more calm, and there were a little less issues to focus on when skateboarding becoming part of the Olympics.
I know, dude. I don't even have time for causes I care very deeply about, let alone keeping... just don't watch it.
Also, why would you not watch skateboarding in the Olympics?
Yeah, fuck you. That's such a lame take. What, do you hate Christmas?
One of the cooler invented. I feel again, it's very American. It's American. It's California, right?
I feel like it's like America and then like Australia, which is pretty much just like America also. Mm-hmm. It's just America and with a different flavor, kind of. I feel like they have a lot of the same shit that they're down to do.
America with Australia.
And Australia, they're pretty much just like America, west, east.
Yeah.
Which way is Australia from right where we are?
They're
they're closer.
Depends on how you view the world. Have you have a Eurocentric viewpoint?
Right.
Do you see? Are we
Where
right in
are
the middle?
From Chicago.
Yeah.
Will we get to Australia faster going east or west? I truly don't know.
I really don't know because how big is the Pacific Ocean really?
Big as fuck.
That gap. You know what I mean?
It's huge.
I don't know. That's honestly a great question. From Chicago, going which way, which is faster?
I bet the wind matters a lot too.
I bet layovers matter as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna lay over. It's the middle of the Pacific.
You gotta lay over in California and then make it. And then just gotta try to get there.
Are you a skater?
No, I skate. I have a skateboard right now. I like to fiddle around on.
Yeah.
But then I'll skate to a friend's house.
Yeah.
And then be like, I'm exerting way too much energy because it's not a longboard.
Yeah,
So
you're pushing.
It's too much, and I don't have the trucks aren't fit right. You know, they're probably way too loose.
So you just push it on
You
a
know what I
wall.
mean? No, but I skated with road skates. A little bit, very.
4-wheel roller skates or blades?
Yeah, blades with with skates with I don't even know enough to know the lingo. I was trying to grind and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hitting the vert ramp.
Dude, have you ever seen...
I was hitting the quarter
I
pipes.
was like, whoa, that's a big leap.
I was falling down the quarter pipes.
That's more than a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I wasn't hitting. I wasn't. I didn't even I couldn't even grind that well. I was just kind of slide for a little bit and then.
I played so much Tony Hawk and I've touched a skateboard so little.
We had to try.
It's too sick to not even try a little bit as a little guy.
I didn't grow up in a town that we didn't have a lot of kids in general. So when my family friend that we went to and hung out with, they had so many kids in town. They all skated. So I was just I gotta fit it.
What do you mean your town didn't have a lot of kids?
Town I grew up in.
Why is that?
It was just
retirement type folks?
Yeah, I don't know. It was the side of town I was on. Let's break it down this way. It was Olympia Fields. The side of town I was on. It was just it was just me and my best friend was a couple houses down.
Yeah.
But
you said Olympia Fields?
Families just weren't having kids, or they were just the kids had moved out, and it was mostly retirement age couples maybe.
Where is this again?
Olympia Fields.
Where's that?
45 minutes south of Chicago.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Okay.
The Olympia Fields stake. Their most famous thing is they have a really nice country club that hosts PGA.
Okay, sure.
Championships sometimes.
Did you go to a pretty big high school?
No, it wasn't too big. It was medium. It was I opted not to go to the public school. I went to Catholic high school.
Here we go.
Even though I'm not Catholic.
Yeah, well, I feel like out of the Christian schools to go to, Catholic a lot of times are the closest to a real or normal school because it's not as That
was the only other option for private school.
Right.
Yeah.
Were they super Catholic? You got to be Catholic, or are they just no. That's what we're doing, but you can just come to school here?
No. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to take a religion class.
Yep.
But you don't have to be Catholic. Mm-hmm. And I was one of the. I was I was in the. It felt like there was 3% because when we would have mass sometimes in school mass.
Yeah.
A couple times a year. I kind of took pride when everyone would go up. So no one was paying attention through these masses. Everyone was just kind of through it. High school kids.
Yeah.
and then everyone would have to like do like hand signals and like then get up and go like eat bread, and I was just kind of like I would just like cross my legs and let people pass me as they went off, and I was like hell, and so like I'd be the only kid in the row, you know.
Yeah, dude. So
I kind of felt cool about it. I was like I don't. This is like everybody's faking it anyway, so.
And everyone's like 40. Everyone's like 45 because there's no kids in your area, but they're all just hello, fellow kids.
Yeah, no, it was me and a couple kids, and we caused a little bit of trouble, but yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
Okay, so your family wasn't religious, but they were like, "This is a good school," kind of thing.
Yeah. No, it was. I had a couple friends. It was funny. I had a couple people I knew going there, and I was like, well, I want to go there because I did not talk to them at all, like day one. The people that like got me to want to go in a weird way. I made other friends. I made other got into other groups and stuff, but they had a good like theater department. I kind of wanted to do theater a little bit, and so. Yeah, and I did, and it was a good choice. I liked it. I had a good time.
Dude, I
had a much better time, I think, than if I would have went.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, folks that want to do theater don't tend to thrive at public schools necessarily.
No, they didn't. I think like it was a good choice for me.
Dude, so. let's do a scene that's like.
And they didn't get me either.
What do you mean get you? Oh, into Catholicism?
No, they tried. I'll tell you. We could talk about that a little bit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Hell yeah, we definitely will. Let's do like a scene that's like. It's like a high school play, but it's at a Catholic school. It's like doing it Catholic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Cool. Killed it on the backdrop, Tom.
Oh, I appreciate it.
This looks great.
Thank you. Well, my dad helped me.
Did he?
Yes.
I was kind of hoping he would. I know he does murals around town.
Well, if we can pull him away from the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's... You know, he volunteers there 7 days a week. So
he's got strong, I guess, calves and thighs from kneeling so much. He's a genuflector.
That's nice that you noticed that.
Yeah,
I'll pass that message along to him.
Definitely.
But the mural is beautiful, isn't it?
Right. I think it looks exactly like the golden calf.
It does.
It's exactly what I pictured when I read that.
It does, and it's an interesting take on Oklahoma this year. But I think that golden calf is going to stand out. I do.
Golden calf where the wind goes. Folks, it's holy smokes.
And good job on the lyrics, too. They're coming along. I think they are. And I think, and I think once they get casting down, this is going to be a hell of a...
Yeah,
do you know what role you're going out for?
Yeah, I'm going for either Moses or Wagon Greaser.
Okay, so that's Curly or... Wagon Greaser, that was a role.
Wagon Greaser number 3
nice.
or Aaron, brother of Moses. So that's what I'm thinking.
This is gonna be a good production. I'm really just trying to impress.
The hottest nun.
Yeah. Sister Mary Margaret.
Like what's her name from Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
Like just the baddest nun.
I mean, between me and you. I'm trying to get her to
You said between you and you.
Convent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, between you and you.
Between me and myself. I'm trying to get her to leave the convent. But if it doesn't work out, you know what I mean? It's fine.
Yeah.
She's a great woman.
Yeah, because like it's a win-win. Either she stays committed to the Lord, or
she directs the best rendition of
Bulklahoma.
Bulklahoma.
Folks, it's Holy Smokes, where we smoke weed and tell Bible stories. My name's Scoochie Boochie. I'm your host. Today we have Nick Wilson. How you feeling, Nick?
I'm good.
Hell yeah.
I'm good. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for doing it. It's so fun. Let's get into it. I'm gonna cast lots here. See who's gonna tell a Bible story first. I rolled a 1.
Okay, that's lovely.
I think you got a pretty good chance.
So anything higher than a 1.
And a tie, neither of us tells. No, I don't know what happens on a tie. A 6. Okay, it's emphatic.
6. Some Bible stories find their way into contemporary art, find their way into music, movies, film, Broadway musicals. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know where I'm getting at, but I'm going to tell a story. What?
Were you talking about Oklahoma just now?
Yeah, I'm going to tell a story of Oklahoma. No, I wanted to tell a story. I think it's like somewhere Genesis 30-something. Mm-hmm. Get those numbers locked down for you.
Don't matter.
Story of Joseph.
Hell yeah.
Joseph, a lot of people may be familiar with this story. Famous Andrew Lloyd Webber musical.
Yep.
But we're not going from the musical. Mm. Okay.
We're going from the word.
I did listen to the musical a little bit in reference.
For research?
Well, okay, but this is also going back to my youth a little bit because my parents listened to a few musicals.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they did like Phantom of the Opera and Joseph a lot, so maybe they were Andrew Lloyd Webber fans.
Yeah.
But I remember they took me to Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Like regional theater, like Broadway?
Like Broadway in Chicago.
Nice.
I think it was like a touring company because I think it was Donny Osmond.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And Donny was thriving.
Yeah.
It was when Donny was thriving, and then he got Joseph. He became really famous.
Gotcha.
Doing Joseph because I think he originated the role.
Okay.
Anyways,
so you went and saw that?
Huh?
You went and saw?
We went and we saw it. My parents took me.
Yeah.
I fell asleep. I was a kid.
Yeah. It's a long time.
But that's also the thought. I was like, God, parents like really taking your kids to something like that. It's a gamble if they're even gonna enjoy it or whatever. Anyway, but I was like, I picked this story because it connects a little bit back.
Definitely.
It's one of the only Bible stories I remember from my.
It's pretty famous.
From my youth.
You were too busy hitting a sick like 50-50 grind on the pew at the back.
Absolutely. So the story of Joseph. It's pretty wild though. Once I dip back into it,
it's nuts.
Joseph, as the son of Jacob. Let's start with Jacob. Jacob was, he was an old man. I think he was a farmer or shepherd or something like that.
Yeah, those were kind of the two.
He
jobs.
had livestock.
Yeah,
and he grew product. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He was an old man. He was super into having children. He had a lot of kids.
Well said.
Yeah.
He loved it.
No girls though, only boys. Mm-hmm. He had 12 boys. And his first 10 kids he had were like, basically they were like 5 out of 10s. They're goobers. These guys sucked. They weren't good. He didn't like them at all. And then Joseph, his shining star, hops along. He loves this kid.
He's like the Giannis.
Yes, absolutely.
Bunch of Seth Currys, and now finally Steph Curry.
This is his LeBron has just come along. Absolutely. And he got after 10 kids. Can you imagine that?
Dude, having an entire soccer team of sons is wild. Like, you think it's intense watching your one kid play sports. Imagine the whole team is your boys.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. He could have had a league. Yeah, he could have had a run.
You probably have to go get friends to help you yell at the refs because you'd have to do all the yelling at the refs.
Absolutely. He hates his kids.
Fuck him.
Loves Joseph. Pops out number 11. Loves him. Beautiful boy. Attractive. Young, attractive. This is America. This kid turns out to be quarterback.
Yeah.
Prom king.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's a good-looking kid.
Definitely.
And he continues to get hotter as he grows up.
Okay.
His brothers resent this.
Damn.
Understandably so.
He's looking fresh as heck, dude. Damn.
He did look fresh. and that comes into play a little bit later.
Okay.
This is early on.
Oh, yeah.
This is early on, just as a kid.
Yeah.
He's getting all his attention from his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Dad's showering love on him.
Yep.
Just telling the boys to get back in the field and work. You know what I mean? He doesn't like this. All of a sudden, as a kid, Joseph starts to also have dreams. This is when he first starts to become a little bit of a dreamer.
Oh, yeah.
Literally dreaming. He starts to have these dreams, and against his better judgment, decides to tell his brothers about his dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And the first dream he tells his brothers, he says, I had this dream that we were all in the field, and even though it doesn't really work, we were all in the field, and I had this sheath of grain, and we all had sheaths of grain, and my sheath of grain was tall. It stood tall, firm, and all of your sheaths of grain circled around mine and bowed down to my tall sheath of grain.
Genuflecting.
This is weird. It's a weird dream.
And then also, bro, you gotta have better little brother instincts.
Mm-hmm.
I got a big
They're
bro.
like,
I wouldn't come tell him that.
Like, bro, leave the room.
Where are you?
We fucking hate you.
In
we hate you.
Order of siblings? Where do you fall?
I'm one of two, the younger brother.
Younger bros.
Yeah, there you go. Cheers. So he hates. So his brothers hate him. He tells them this dream. They're like, the fuck. He's like, I just wanted to let you guys know. keeps doing his thing, has another dream. This time it's about like the moon and the sun bowing down to him. Brothers are like, all right, this needs to stop. Or this is good. His looks are going to his head, I think. Maybe. That's what they're saying. Big brother Ruben's like, chill. Everybody just chill.
He's got a sandwich in hand, obviously. He's got a little au jus.
Ruben's got a Reuben. And he's saying everybody, take a little dip. He goes, everybody chill. Everyone just relax. All right, that's our brother. That's our younger brother. Also at this time, there's one more kid has popped out, by the way. So there's 12 brothers.
Yeah, Benjamin, right?
Young brother Benjamin.
The Benjamin, dude. Vape
but here's the thing. Wife, name escaping me right now. Wife of Jacob dies in childbirth.
Fuck.
With Benjamin. So
single dad, 12 boys.
I just realized I was holding that fake Reuben that whole time. I had that Reuben in my hand up until that moment.
That's fucking object work right there.
That's object work.
Take notes, nerds.
Anyways,
also the dynamics of when you have to eat a juicy dripping sandwich, you gotta get under it, which is a humiliating way to eat a sandwich. Because if you just go straight, it's coming down.
I did have it above my head in a weird way. That was like I was kind of praising.
You're trying to have the juice trail into the sandwich rather than just...
Absolutely. Just trying to minimize spills.
I was there. Yeah. I believe in the Reuben.
Thank you. So Benjamin. So Benjamin is a reminder of his wife who just passed. So he doesn't. So he doesn't like Benjamin. It's a reminder. He doesn't like Benjamin much. So Joseph really is his number one.
Yep.
You know, his pride and joy.
Joe Burrow.
And then his 17th birthday comes along. Now his brothers are already not rocking with him, right?
Yeah.
17th birthday comes along. Jacob shows up with the most beautiful coat you've ever seen.
Yeah. I
mean, it's fitted.
Yeah.
Probably got pockets. Probably got a lot of pockets.
But like the two on the inside, but then two on the outside right there.
Coat of millions of colors.
Like Lil Yachty in a music video or something. Some like Nike designer Drake shit.
Now they said it's every color in the rainbow. I'd like to believe, like, time-wise, it was probably like a lot of different animal furs, right?
That'd be kind of cool, dude. Coat of many furs.
Like,
and all the heads converge in a crazy hood. Ferret, stoat, squirrel.
It was hare. Rabbit and sheep and oxen and bear.
Is that from?
That's the song. They just started naming colors, but I just changed it to animals.
That's the other thing. Never seen it, so it's all get a sale right over my head.
I had to do one little reference.
But you got to do it for them because I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate it.
So he gets this coat. This is a beautiful coat. It's a gorgeous coat. He's flaunting this coat in front of his brothers, who already hate him. He's running off in the mouth about dreams. Anyways, his brothers are like, we gotta kill him, which is a jump. Seemed to me that's a bit of a jump. So they've been fed up for their whole lives.
Have you ever seen that meme? It's like he smokes too loud, his bitch is too bad. We gotta take him out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They're like, he's gotta go. He's gotta go.
That's haters, dude. Literally, all he did was look too fly and talk a little bit of shit, and they're like, "We're gonna kill him."
Yeah, it honestly it works, and it's from your own, his own brothers. It's some toxic fraternal relationships.
It's really like a frat hazing gone wrong a little bit.
So I could never see it. I mean, you got a lot of brothers though. That's 10 brothers. Yeah, so a lot can happen, you know. Anyways, so his brothers start turning on him. Reuben pops up, still got the Reuben. He's saying, guys, chill. We can't kill him. That's our brother, right? Levi, I think I'm not gonna remember all the names.
That's a good one.
Levi.
I was hoping you mentioned that next we can do like a jeans thing.
Yeah. So Levi's like, all right, you know what? All right, fine. We can't kill him, but let's throw him in a well. Let's throw him in a well. Can we curse?
That's like a commercial. Please, can we curse? We're doing a drug podcast where we make fun of the Bible. Why would we draw the line at cusses?
I think you said that. That's the one question I didn't ask before starting. Anyways, yeah. So
fuck, fart, tits, cock, balls.
They want to throw him in the well.
Yep.
Local abandoned well. They do. He comes running over. They grab his arms. Levi's like, Jenko, get over here. He grabs his arms, get him in the well. They throw him down there.
It's not different brothers, just a different kind of gene.
Yeah.
An apple bottom grabbed his legs.
Yeah, apple bottom. Get on over here. Get him in the well. They got him in the well. And they also ripped his coat off, his gorgeous coat. Ripped it off. Threw on fake blood. Well, I guess it wasn't.
Goat's blood.
It wasn't fake blood.
Fake people blood.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was fake in the sense that it was fake Joseph's blood.
Right.
They were trying to fake that Joseph got attacked by an animal.
But it's Old Testament times, so we could use real blood.
They went to the fake blood. They went to the Halloween shop and got some fake blood.
And the Halloween shop at Bible times is just like, what would they have in the spirit Halloween shop? That's about those.
They would have rock and they'd have like drunk wine, man.
Just real bones.
Yeah, the real bones. Yeah. So they take his jacket, they rip it up to shreds, tear this thing to shreds, throw on some goat blood. Mm-hmm. They take it back to, this is fucked up. They take it back to Dad. They say, they hold up the tattered shreds of his shirt, and they say, "This is your son. This is your boy. This is your pride and joy." Mm-hmm. Jacob loses it, breaks down, goes into depression. Right, as you would. Mm-hmm. Your LeBron is now gone, taken out by his own teammates. No
team
less.
killed.
Well, he doesn't know that. Jacob doesn't know that.
Right.
Jacob thinks he was like
wolves, right?
Right, probably. Number one predators.
That's also in the spirit of Halloween shop. It's just real wolf pelts and heads.
Yeah, I gotta say wolf probably one of the biggest predators at that time. Wouldn't you say?
I think when we look at the data, wolves probably one of the biggest predators at that time for sure.
They were just running. I mean, I love wolves actually. That's probably. Oh, yeah? I don't actually. You know what? I'm gonna take that back. Self-correction immediately. I don't even want to slander wolves' names. They're beautiful creatures.
Damn, hell yeah.
Okay.
Last time Caleb Molden, she was hating on owls the whole time. She's like, "Fuck owls, dude." And I was like, "That's a good point. It's nice to get some animal love."
It is a good point. That is a good point. But yes, you can't. Yeah, we can't just throw all the animals under the bus.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe Joseph just got ripped to shreds by like a climbing accident or something.
Or a rock. Or bones.
Yeah.
So
he had a bad patch of bones.
Yeah, bad patch of bones. So Jacob goes into depression.
Yeah.
Joseph's still in the well, right?
How's it going? Hope you're enjoying the show so far. If you like Holy Smokes with Scoochie Boochie, hit like, hit subscribe, drop a comment, a review. All those free things help us out a lot. This part of the episode is for sale. If you want me to do an ad read, hit me up, holysmokespod@gmail.com. If you got a business, you got a show coming up you want to promote, maybe in Chicago, I can do that for you, and it is very affordable, holysmokespod@gmail.com. If you hate this part, where there's an ad, I got good news for you. We have ad-free full episodes on our Patreon, patreon.com/holysmokespod. At the Deacon tier, that's $5 a month. You get ad-free full episodes, a promo code for discounted Scoochie Boochie merch, including t-shirts and posters, and also monthly bonus videos you can't get anywhere else. They're only on the Patreon. This month, I had a conversation with my buddy Eric Tetherow about Christian rap, a genre we're both very familiar with. It is wild and hilarious. I highly recommend that. Don't want to miss it. It's on the Patreon. The highest level of our Patreon is called Disciple. There's only 12 slots, and for $12 a month, you get everything I just mentioned, plus, if you want, a cameo, up to 1 minute of me saying whatever you want, within reason. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We couldn't do it without you, although we are, so far.
Joseph's still in the well, right? I don't get... Reuben must be going over there with, like, throwing a little piece of sandwich down there to hold him off, because he's down there for a while. I don't know how long he's down there, but...
What, do you know what chapter in? Because I want to find the other brothers' names.
It's like Genesis 30,
because I know we're missing out on some...
the other one, we got Lee.
Levi. Lee.
Lee
G. Wrangler.
Wrangler.
Here's some Jacob shit. I bet I'm close. Benjamin's born. Yeah. Okay, 12 sons. Hell yeah.
I think maybe Asher. Was Asher one?
Issachar, Zebulun. Not a lot to do with those. We don't have cool references for Zebulun.
Damn.
Judah, Gad, and Asher.
Asher, there we go. That's right.
The smoker. Mm-hmm. Dan and Naphtali.
Naphtali, I like that.
That's sexy.
That's a good name.
All right.
That name's still around these days.
Dan.
Dan?
Just said Dan. Didn't even say Daniel.
Dan?
Dan?
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't trust Dan. Dan probably was also just bad idea. Bad ideas from the beginning with this. So they got Joseph in a well. They're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All of a sudden, and I don't know how common this was, but just, I think a bunch of Egyptian merchants... Egyptian merchants just were like passing by.
Yeah.
They were like, whoa. We got an idea. How about we sell them to the Egyptians?
Yeah.
Trade them to the Egyptians. And they do. And he becomes kind of the servant to Pharaoh's right hand, one of Pharaoh's right hand man. What is it? Hold on.
Yeah, probably just guess Egyptian sounds too.
Potiphar.
That's the thing is, we haven't pronounced a single name correct this whole show, I'm sure of it.
Dan. I think it was Potiphar. I think it was, as I said, Potiphar. Potiphar.
That actually rings a bell.
Potiphar. Okay.
That's how we Americanize it, at least.
Potiphar.
Y'all got any of that Potiphar?
Potiphar. That's okay. Like we'll call it Potiphar.
Yeah.
For the pod.
We've been smoking on that Potiphar.
Potiphar. Joseph, obviously, stunningly beautiful, gorgeous man, and does a good job as a servant at the house. You know, showing off a little bit. Catches the eye of Potiphar's wife. Potiphar's wife, not the best lady, as depicted in the Bible. We'll just say that's their take, you know. But we're just saying, not Potiphar's wife. A little unhappy. A little unhappy in the marriage. Decides to approach Joseph on several occasions.
Give him some of that Punanifer.
Says, ask him to lie with her. Lie with her. God, come on. We all know what you mean. You say it with your chest, right? So he keeps rebuffing her advances. No, I can't. No, I can't do it. I can't. Please, come on. And then finally stops her straight, says, hey, that's my boss, right? And she's like, all right, well, fuck you then. Throws a jar off the shelf. Makes a table crash down. Causes a scene. Potiphar's like, what's going on up there? Runs upstairs. She's like, he tried to attack me. Joseph's like, no, it wasn't. He's like, shut up. In jail.
Damn.
Puts him in jail for 2 years. For all I've read.
He's just doing crunches and shit.
Doing crunches, but also dreaming. Starting to do a little bit of dreaming again. And not only dreaming, but talking about those dreams and interpreting dreams. And interpreting other people's dreams. And this is a funny part. So he's in jail with two other guys. It's like one of them's like a servant to Pharaoh, and one of them is a baker. And they both have dreams. And the baker tells him his dream, and then the servant tells him his dream, and he's like, okay, baker, your dream you had about the bread, all the bread, the abundance of bread, that dream is good. It's a good dream. That dream's gonna happen. It's gonna work out.
Just a baker dreaming about buns and cakes.
And then he goes, my man, the servant, that dream you had about Pharaoh killing you, that shit is real too. That's a real dream.
He really doesn't care what people think. He just tells it like he sees it.
Straight up, and he goes, that's a real dream. And also, all my dreams always come true. All right, everything I say is real. It always happens.
Damn.
And he goes, so they both get released. Pharaoh, of course, kills the servant. True.
Damn.
True, false? True. Pharaoh, baker gets out, gets bread. True.
Gets bread.
Happens. So word's also getting out there. Joseph is a dream.
He's 2 for 2 in there.
He's just kind of a he's speaking the truth through these dreams. He's a dream speaker. Pharaoh has this dream, a couple of dreams. One of them's like 7 fat cows.
I remember that one.
And then 7 super skinny cows. Super skinny cows. Cute, probably adorable cows.
Super skinny cows. That's really nice phonetically.
And then he has another dream about like 7 like stalks of corn or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a field that's just obliterated, nothing in it.
Mm.
Nothing on the stalks. And he's like, get Joseph in here. Get this kid in, get this dream teller in here.
Mm-hmm.
Calling him in off the bench, basically. Saying,
Pull him up
here.
from the miners.
Pharaoh needs help, yeah. Pharaoh needs help. Pharaoh needs us to know what these dreams mean. Pharaoh's like, I've been telling magicians, I've been telling fucking nurses and shit. No one knows what my dreams mean. I read that and I was like, it's pretty fucking obvious, right? Like 7 fat cows, 7 skinny cows, field that's abundant, field that's like
Yeah, that's
gone.
not even a metaphor. That's literally...
Pretty easy.
That's a famine. That's what a famine looks like.
Anyways, Joseph's like, it's
What
gonna be
could
7
this
years.
mean?
Joseph's like, Anyways, he's like 7 years of famine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be followed. No, 7 years of plenty.
Mm.
It's gonna be followed by 7 years of famine.
Yep.
And Pharaoh's like, oh fuck, shit, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Joseph's like, chill, I got this. Start saving up. He's like, I'm gonna make you. I like the cut of your jib. I'm gonna make you governor of Egypt, basically.
Damn.
Governorship right there.
That's networking.
Went from prison to running part of Egypt.
Slave to servant, back to prisoner, straight back up to the even higher up.
Pretty huge. He does a good job. Famine comes. Egypt's pretty good. They got a lot stored up. They did it like the Mormons. You know the Mormons?
The Mormons did that?
They do storage really well. They got a fucking bunker somewhere with just like half of the world's like preserved like
Cans and shit?
perishable goods or not perishable. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about specific Mormons that all do this, or the church itself has its own?
No, they're like
big...
super doomsday, and like they have. Whoa. But they also like use the storage facility to like help out like Mormon communities and like families and shit.
Wow.
Like, they have like cheap grocery stores and stuff. It's wild.
Wow.
Different story, very different.
It's funny. Kayla was just saying they're spreading into Arizona.
Mormons are?
Yeah.
That makes
they're
sense.
buying up big like plots of land and building like big houses and stuff.
I think Salt Lake City will always be the Holy Land.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the name, Mormons. They have so many kids.
It's right there in the name.
Mormons.
It's right. It's staring us in the face, guys.
I apologize for that.
No. It's on. It's. Sometimes the truth is right in front of you and you just don't see it until you say things slow. Mormon. Fucking right there. So Egypt's not on fire. I meant like on fire in a good way.
Yeah.
Like he's on fire.
Putting up big numbers.
NBA Jam.
Yeah.
Egypt is killing it. Joseph's old family, Jacob and the boys, not doing so hot.
Mm.
Plentiful time was great, but the famine has destroyed them.
Mm-hmm.
Animals have all died. Farmland is desolate.
Mm.
They're like, we need help. Egypt is doing good. Egypt is doing cool things over there.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Egypt. And he sends his boys, keeps his young one back.
Mm-hmm.
Sends his boys, they go to Egypt, and they get on their knees begging.
Mm.
And they're like, please, we need food. We need food. And there's this strapping, handsome man, bedazzled in Egyptian gold, sitting high, almost like one of those tennis chairs. Right? That's what I imagine.
He's got the big fuzzy microphone.
Just overseeing the grain, the grain storage,
Service.
Yeah, service.
They serve him stuff.
Yeah. Service.
Every once in a while, some guy's cussing up at him.
Mm-hmm.
You got it wrong every time.
just with his fucking shades on, just ignoring.
Visor.
Yeah.
He's definitely, if you're like in charge of where all the grain's moving, that's visor time for sure.
Mm-hmm. You're out there all day, and it's the sun. It's crazy. Gotta wear sunscreen too. Joseph he's letting them talk to him. They don't recognize him because he looks different. I guess it's been
a while. He's grown up.
Years.
He was pretty young. They threw a 15-year-old in the well. Now he's like 21 and goated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's had an incredible glow up.
Mm-hmm. And you said sunscreen, so he's bronzed up. He's tan, probably.
Super tan. What I said earlier, he gets more attractive every day he's alive. Did I say that? Something like that.
We can say that now.
He gets hotter by the day.
Damn.
This is true. This is true to this day. He's just getting more and more attractive.
To this day.
Yes.
He's
So
currently just nuclear hot.
Funny thing, brothers don't have a resentment for the hot grain.
Yeah, now that you're getting daddy's chaff, you're fine.
No. They're like, let's help us out. He's like, hold up. Bring back your father and youngest son. Now, that should have gave him away right there. Don't you think?
You know what? It's exactly like in Miss Doubtfire when he comes back disguised and he goes straight for the spoons and she's like, how'd you know where that would be? And he's like, oh, you have such an organized kitchen.
I think I reference Mrs. Doubtfire every day. Somehow that movie comes up every day.
Weirdly important.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so they don't recognize him. They're like, okay, we'll bring back our brother and our dad. They bring back Jacob and Benjamin. Mm-hmm. Benjamin.
I mean, if it was a guess, I could see how they believe it because, like, well, if there's 12 of you and you're brothers, you definitely have a dad, and if he's got 12, he probably has 13.
Yeah.
Guy has no breaks.
Right. And also isn't Benjamin like super? I don't know. He's like super younger than the others.
Yeah, he's a tail ender.
And these guys are ugly. Let's remember. These guys
fucking Dan.
These guys are not good.
They're taking a beating, and you're telling they're 5 out of 10s. They're not good.
They're like Chicago 4s. We'll say that.
Damn. Yeah. But I feel like Levi's kind of hot though, or Wrangler. One of them.
Levi could be hot. Yeah.
He's like a poor man's Brett Favre.
A poor man's Brett Favre. Brett Favre not doing too hot these days.
Nah, he had a couple tough moves.
He
stole money from a charity for his daughter's volleyball team.
He's like, all right, fine. I'll give you guys grains now. And guess what? Fucking Scooby-Doo mask off. Mm-hmm. Pulls this cool hat. He definitely has a cool hat on. The visor, as alluded to.
Yeah, the visor was his disguise. Take off the visor, like, it's me. They can see this much more.
Oh my god.
I didn't recognize you without this part of your head.
Yeah. And it's like see-through too. But it covers him.
Because it made green shade on his face.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And they're like, oh my god, it was you this whole time. You're doing good for yourself. And he's like, hey, because I don't know, how does the story end? He's like, it's because I love God, you guys we're all good? How do you forgive that?
I think so.
I don't understand how he could forgive that.
I think that's kind of the point.
That's wild. That's wild to me. He forgives them for selling him.
It's all good.
Throw him in a well, selling him.
Yeah.
But his dad had to be pretty bad. Pretty happy to get his goat back.
Oh my god.
And by goat I mean greatest of all time.
Yeah, not the literal goat's blood.
And greatest of all sons.
Dude, you gotta do a scene. It's just young Benjamin and ancient Jacob, like probably 500-year-old Jacob, just killing time while all the bros have gone to Egypt.
Yeah.
Just like the biggest age gap between father and son.
Ben.
You need help?
Ben, can you hand me my rock, my back scratcher?
I can do it. I can scratch it. You don't gotta do it.
You got me?
Yeah, I know your arm can't reach. There you go.
Oh, thank you, boy. Oh, my boy. Oh, my little boy. My young son. Hey, someday you'll be strong enough to work these fields. These fields will be yours one day.
Really? I feel like we got enough guys. What if I did like an indoor craft? You know, like, everybody needs shoes or whatever.
Everybody does need shoes.
Because I always hear Dan and Levi and Wrangler come back and complain about how fucking hot it is out there and all that denim.
You know what? And they have their feet are disastrous right now. They really do. They have great protection, great protection on their thighs, lower bodies, but not the feet. Maybe okay. How about this? We'll allot a little time for crafts.
Yeah?
For shoemaking.
All right. Do you still need to do your salt bath?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do my salt bath, and I'm gonna need you to cook a steak tonight.
Oh man! Can't one of my 8 moms do it?
Hey, don't talk about your mothers that way.
Sorry, moms.
All right, hey. Come on, the boys will be back soon. Things will go back to normal.
I just feel like I'm 9. You got me cooking steaks and pouring salt baths and doing rock scratches.
I just need a little extra help around the house, okay?
Yeah, but I want to do
I'm 500 years old.
Yeah, but I'm 9. I want to do Fortnite. I want to have a night in the fort.
Noah's 700. He's got animals doing things for him all the time. That guy. You want me to see 700? You want your old man to see 700?
I don't want you to give me any more of Noah animal lessons. Those are always gross, and I feel like maybe a little early for me to hear about.
The guy can build a boat. The guy knows how to use his hands well. Okay? I'm just saying, there's lessons to be learned from him, okay? Listen, hey, we can't get at each other, okay? We gotta keep this bond strong.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
For your brothers.
Yeah.
For your mothers.
Yeah.
And for all the cows' udders.
Bars. We'll be right back.